Thank you.
And we have another Fox News alert for you in Washington. Demoted Justice Department official Bruce Ohr. He is slated to testify tomorrow before the House Oversight Committee. It will be a closed-door session. Ohr could provide more information on the salacious and unverified Trump dossier. Here's Republican Congressman Darrell Issa on what he hopes to hear from Ohr.
Well, we want him to confirm what we already know from hard evidence, that he and his wife were part of a conspiracy to, in fact, create this narrative of involvement and wrongdoing by the president relative to the Russians.
Catherine Herridge is live in Washington with more. Hi, Catherine.
Well, thanks, Eric, and good morning. Tuesday's deposition is scheduled to include a handful of senior Republican lawmakers as well as staffers who will question the DOJ official about his decision to break with protocol and bypass DOJ leadership to share information with the FBI from the former British spy behind the anti-Trump dossier. Fox News has learned that investigators will focus on Ohr's relationship with former British spy Christopher Steele, who compiled the controversial dossier and was later fired by the FBI over his contacts with the media in the final months of the 2016 campaign. Ohr oversaw gang and narcotics investigations at Justice. Russia was not part of his official portfolio. Investigators are also probing Ohr and Steele's relationship with Glenn Simpson, whose firm Fusion GPS was paid by the DNC and Clinton campaign for the dossier project. Simpson also employed Ohr's wife, Nellie, who is a Russia specialist and contributed to the dossier. The president recently singled out the couple.
I think that Bruce Ohr is a disgrace with his wife, Nellie. For him to be in the Justice Department and to be doing what he did, that is a disgrace.
Separately, 2017 text messages obtained by Fox News suggest Steele asked Ohr to be his go-between with the Russia special counsel. Quote, "We are frustrated with how long this re-engagement with the Bureau and Robert Mueller is taking," Steele wrote. "Anything you could do to accelerate the process would be much appreciated." 3 months later, Ohr confirms to Steele that he has passed along his questions to special counsel contacts. Steele describes mounting legal pressures and the constant stress of media scrutiny. Quote, "I am presuming you've heard nothing back from your special counsel colleagues on the issues you kindly put to them from me. We have heard nothing from them either. To say this is disappointing would be an understatement." Asked whether they engaged with Ohr or used Ohr as an intermediary for Steele, a spokesman for the special counsel declined to comment. The Justice Department has also declined to comment on Ohr and the deposition tomorrow. Eric.
All right, there'll be a lot tomorrow. Catherine, thank you.
We're carrying on the conversation about Bruce Ohr right now. Let's bring in our America's Newsroom 8 team to respond. Marianne Marsh, former senior advisor to then Senator John Kerry, Kayleigh McEnany, RNC spokesperson, Chris Stirewalt, needs no introduction. Joking. Chris, let me first ask you, though, about the fact that he's still employed there, because you got that frustration from Darrell Issa when he was on the program a few moments ago, saying he's frustrated and his colleagues are frustrated that the Attorney General can't do more when forcing these individuals to cooperate.
So the government is annoying because it is slow, and the bureaucracy especially. We have a lot of layers at the Justice Department to prevent it from becoming hyper-politicized or for whistleblowers to get nailed for doing the right thing. So it does go slowly. They have basically put him in the penalty box. They've corralled this guy, just as they did with McCabe, just as they just as they have done with Strzok and others. As you move through, you find the guys who are the bad actors, you isolate them, and then you work through the bureaucratic process to get rid of them. But the upside for the president, the upside for Issa, the upside for all the Republicans is, as long as you've got him, you can just beat the stuffing out of him. As long as he's still there, you can just go after him, hammer and tongs, and try to use him to
dissuade. Is that going to happen tomorrow?
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's going to have such a rotten day. And the good news for America, though, is it's not going to be televised.
Yeah, well, we'll probably hear about it because of leaks.
Oh, yeah.
Marianne, what was Bruce Ohr doing? He's not part of the Russia investigation. He had reported 60 contacts with Christopher Steele. Was he the cutout, the back door to the FBI by Steele because Steele had been fired? Was there a conspiracy, as the president claims?
This is what's so interesting to me. Everybody forgets that it was the late, great John McCain that turned over the dossier to the FBI because Comey wasn't dealing with it fast enough. You hear this story time and time again. The dossier started with the Free Beacon, a Republican outlet. It then went to 2 Republican primary contenders contenders against Donald Trump.
But then
and
it went
finally,
to the DNC and Hillary
John
Clinton
McCain gave it away.
Wait, we got to get Kaylee's shaking her head.
Well, she can shake it. Those are the facts.
No, the fact is Free Beacon was working with Fusion GPS, not on the dossier. The dossier was an exclusive Democratic product being worked on by the wife of someone in the Justice Department, Bruce Orr. Nellie Orr's feeding Bruce Orr information, who then feeds it to the FBI, even after the FBI cut off relations with Christopher Steele. This is corruption at its finest. And are you not concerned that Christopher Steele, he wrote in his notes, Bruce Orr wrote in his notes that Christopher Steele's concerned about being exposed? What does that mean to you?
Here's what I'm concerned about. The fact is,
all right, so finish it up here. We got to get to Tiger Woods.
What I'm concerned about is that the truth come out about Russia and needs to come out sooner than later. And the fact is nobody acted soon enough.
Do you think there was a conspiracy by officials?
No.
What does exposed mean?
Okay, so Bruce Orr, a lot happening with him tomorrow. Closed door hearing. Obviously, we'll learn a lot more as that goes on. We've got to get to Tiger Woods, though, because